So what's going on with the ammo market, and was I right? Let's talk about it. I think I was. We're seeing 9mm up a little bit, particularly 9mm brass. We're seeing 223, 5.56 stable or up, or it's a special, it's a promo. It's somebody new on the market. It's not the mainstream price. And I think that's going to be the trend. I think we are seeing the prices we're going to have, or the best prices we're going to have for a while. I need you to subscribe, hit the like button, share it, comment, engage somehow. Most of my viewers are not subscribed. Most of my subscribers don't seem to view. Let's fix that. Come on, guys, give me a holiday present, please. We'll see what's happening. The absolute best case scenario we had is what happened for the pistol brace law, rule, whatever you want to call it. They basically got their butts kicked. The judge basically said, you not only can't do this, but you did it incorrectly. And even if both of those were not the case, it's a bad law. Meaning you can't apply this because it doesn't meet the non-common use requirement. Common use is absolutely in play. They have previously ruled on that issue at 100,000 units. The ATF has admitted there's at least 5 million, and the general consensus is it's somewhere between 5 and 40 million, more toward the 40 million. So, right, they're going to get their butt kicked on it if they keep pushing it. If the White House or parts of Congress push for the ATF to go back and try to keep going with this, they're probably going to wind up in the Supreme Court at some point and then really get smacked. I'm not sure which I prefer. The current situation, we won. That's basically what it means. It's not done yet. We got to wait to see what happens with the ATF. But as it stands now, you're good. The majority of the country. There's some wiggle issues, some weird rules for states that have various other issues. But the main bulk of the country, which is only dealing with the ATF ruling, basically says we're good. We can go back to doing what we were doing. We don't need to worry about being a felon. But it'd be kind of nice to not have something like this creep back up again. Getting this to go one more step, or even two more steps to get to the Supreme Court, and having them say, bad, can't do that, stop it, would give a little more leverage in the future for things similar to this. Today it's pistol braces. Then we've got the bump stocks. Then we've got, say, some sort of muzzle device, right? What if they decide that, suppressors are just wrong. We're not allowed to have them, period. Forget the NFA, you can't have them. Well, there's millions of suppressors in common use, right? It has become extremely popular. When I ask around at people at work, not just employees, but customers, I would say more often than not, the answer is yeah, the person owns a suppressor. Very often, more than one. It's become extremely common. Now, I'm not saying that most people have them. It's not a niche item that only a few people are using. A lot of people are using it. And that's the best defense, because not only does it give you a pool of people to fund these court cases, but it gives you that common use defense. It's really hard for them to pass a rule, pass a law against something in common use. That's literally a fundamental part of our legal system, is that it's what the population wants. It's not rules from above. It's codifying what the population thinks. And yeah, if the population is going, we like suppressors, we want suppressors, it's really hard for the government to then come down and say, no suppressors for you. And the suppressors really get me. They're hysterical, because I end up talking, I'm in San Antonio, right? We get a lot of international travel. And I get people coming in from out of the country. They're from Europe mostly. And they go, you guys are weird. We're required to use suppressors. It's not optional. It's not frowned on. If you want to use a firearm, most places, you have to use one. Like you walk into the equivalent of a hardware store and they're selling suppressors because they're somewhat disposable. They're not using the high-end products that we tend to use because here we got to pay a $200 tax stamp to get it. There, like I don't think they're spending $200 on the suppressor. So, it's a thing. And we're the oddball. We're the weirdo in the developed world when it comes to suppressors. If you allow firearms and you don't allow suppressors, you're the weirdo. I mean, what else is new? The U.S. government is weird about firearms. They love them or they hate them, and it depends on who you ask, which year, and for whom. Anyway, that is it. I just thought I would do a little update. Don't have anything concrete, right? There's nothing. We're seeing that fluffy in the middle. No decisions have been made by the market, and I think we're going to see it in the next few months. I think by February or March, we're going to know what's happening in terms of the overall market going forward for this year. And if it's going to be bad, it's going to be bad for a long time, unless the election is like perfect. No issues. The right people win. There's no big arguments over it. There's no riots. Like, sorry, I don't think this is going to happen. It's total fan fiction. Yeah, like it's not going to work. So I'm expecting for prices to go up. I expect us to see another ammo run. I think that we're going to see a shitty situation for a couple years. Get ready. Don't panic buy, but if you're not ready, buy. Start buying. You got a couple months. Anyway, take care, have fun, stay safe, keep shooting, and don't forget to have some fun. It's the holidays. Say hi to your family, let them know you love them, and take it easy, guys.